After years of silence, construction crews discover a sealed steel hatch deep beneath Devil's Den during a fiber optic installation. Inside, a Cold War era listening station, untouched since 1978, perfectly preserved. Journalist and conspiracy vlogger Naomi Vex goes live from the site, eager to expose government secrets. But what she awakens isn't dead. It's just been listening. Episode premise.
Dylan Graves, a disgraced sound engineer, inherits a remote property from a cousin he never met, Naomi Vex. Inside, audio tapes marked "Do Not Listen," walls lined with foam, and a locked door humming with low-frequency sound. Dylan, obsessed with decoding the tapes, begins hearing voices, and eventually, blood itself begins to sing. Episode 4. The Blood Frequency. It sat alone at the edge of the ridge, wooden, weather-warped, lined with rusted antennae. Dylan didn't want it, but the will was specific: no sale, no transfer. Naomi Vex had left it to him alone. The neighbors warned him not to stay overnight, said they heard crying from the walls, said they'd seen light from underground. In the attic was a fireproof case, sealed with wax. Inside, 7 reel-to-reel tapes labeled in Naomi's handwriting. All said the same thing: do not listen alone. But the last one, box 7, was different. It wasn't labeled, just a symbol, 3 concentric circles etched in blood. Dylan played it anyway. At first, it was just static. Then, below 20 hertz, something began to emerge. A pulse. Subsonic breath. Dylan's eyes watered. The air grew thick. He heard a voice, but not through his ears. Through his bones. "It's listening," it said. "And now, so are you." Blood trickled from his left ear. He smiled. He installed vibration sensors, microphones, even brought in a Faraday cage. But none of it blocked the sound. Dylan noticed something else. His reflection stopped syncing with him. It blinked late, smiled wrong. Sometimes it mouthed things he wasn't saying. Always the same words, deeper still. He ran tests on himself. Blood pressure spikes every time the tape played. Cellular changes in his bone marrow. His blood began vibrating at a measurable frequency, 113.8 hertz. The same signal that had taken Naomi. Dylan wasn't just hearing it anymore. He was the antenna. He found the journal beneath a floorboard, sealed in plastic. Naomi's entries were frantic. Talk of voices and circuitry, time folding over itself, and something she called the listener beneath. The last page had just one sentence: to speak to it, bleed in rhythm. Dylan didn't hesitate. He followed the sound to the basement door. It was warm to the touch. Inside, stone steps winding down into what looked like flesh, not stone. The walls pulsed. The frequency grew louder. At the bottom, a wide cavity opened. Not a tunnel. A throat. The basement wasn't empty. A machine, built from bones, wires, and speakers, stood at the center. Dylan connected his body to it. Electrodes in his skin. Tubes into his arms. As the blood cycled through the machine, it spoke. Not in words. In you. Every viewer of the live stream began to feel touched. Viewers began to write uncontrollably, draw symbols, dream in static. One girl from Pennsylvania carved a circle into her wall, same as the tape. Another went deaf but claimed she could hear better than ever. A child spoke in Naomi's voice. The signal wasn't content to be heard. It was evolving. Dylan stopped being Dylan. His voice deepened, slowed. He called himself the vessel. The live stream became permanent, always online. No account, no server. Just static, breathing, and now your voice. Go ahead. Say something. The frequency's inside you now. Can't you feel it?